I'm your host, Marsha Florence from Just Ask. Today our show is Light and Easy Cooking. Hurry back and join us. Hi, I'm your host, Marsha Florence from Just Ask. Today our show is Light and Easy Cooking. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a surprise chef today. We have a female chef. We want to introduce to you Miss Darlene Smith of Chef's Corner Executive Catering. Hey, Darlene.
Hello, how are you doing today?
Fine.
Right.
Glad to have you join us.
Glad to be here.
Thank you. Now, Darlene, we're so used to doing a cooking show with male chefs that it's unique to have a female join us. And
Okay.
we appreciate you coming.
Well, it's an honor to be here.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, we do have viewers that have written in an email and said, why we never see women? But, you know, you're the first to come and join us, or it's the second because we had one a long time ago. So we're glad to know that there are chefs that are females.
Yes, there are actually, I'm glad you brought that up. There are a lot of female chefs out there. You know, there's a few maybe certified, actually female chefs that's actually working with titles. But there are a lot of females in the kitchen, you know.
Okay.
It's still a male-dominated field, you know. But, you know, the females that are out there, they're, you know, representing and doing what they have to do.
Okay,
So,
well, we don't want to get the impression that when we see women, they're just cooks. So we do.
There's a lot of certified female chefs there as well. You know, I graduated from Schoolcraft College, and I graduated with maybe about 25 to 30 female chefs, and compared to maybe 70 male. Okay. So you know, it's growing. You know, it's a growing field.
Okay, now the food service industry is always a major field to us because what we promote here is healthy eating, of course. Mm-hmm. And the less time it takes to prepare a good, healthy meal. Right. And so recently when we contacted you, we were concerned that, you know, we want someone to know that the community that we serve is disabled, the elderly, their caregivers, who are all health conscious as well. What are you going to do for us today?
Well, today I'm going to do 3 quick and easy meals that can be prepared at an affordable budget, that are healthy. Doesn't take much time. I'm going to start off with a nice avocado summer salad. Okay. With the light Italian dressing with that. I'm going to do a nice Cajun salmon. It's not too spicy, just a little seasoning with that. Okay. I'm going to use pineapple and mango. Mangoes are in season right now. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to use that as a nice relish, nice and crisp for that. Nice comparison with the salmon and the relish. So that'll be a nice blend. And we're going to do some red skin coins. I'm going to herb those. And we're going to finish it off with a nice fresh berry pound cake. Okay. And it's actually made really light with egg whites, so it'll be really nice.
I think I'm already hungry, darling.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to just start off, I guess, with my potatoes here.
Okay. Now let me ask you. Now, usually when I stand to the side, my question is, and the viewer's question is Marsha helping? Do you need my help in anything?
You are fine doing exactly what you're doing right now. You know, I'm fine. I just want to get these potatoes going in here in this water.
So this is what red coin means, huh?
Right, and actually, you know what? I said coins, but I changed my mind at the last minute. I'm not doing coins anymore. Okay. I'm just doing half moons.
Half moons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a little easier. A lot of people.
So it's just a name.
It's just a knowing, exactly. And like I said, we're just gonna start off with these right here. The water is nice and hot. Okay. They generally take about 10 minutes to cook, so it doesn't take very long. I'm gonna put the lid back on there. Actually, I'm gonna season that. You know, it's good to season it. That way you don't have to do it.
What would you suggest for seasoning, since you just pinched and seasoned?
Right.
Okay, what would you suggest for seasoning?
Well, generally, a basic seasoning is kosher salt. I like to use kosher salt, a black pepper, and garlic. That's a nice basic seasoning for most things. You know, it's pretty neutral. You can, you know, use that, and it works fine.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I hear a lot about kosher salt. So, ladies and gentlemen, it seems like it's being recommended now that we switch over to kosher salt because it's less. Is it less?
Well, it's just the process. It's the process of how they prepare it. It's a nice flake. Mm-hmm. It's very hard to over season it with the the kosher seasoning because it's nice and, like I said, nice and flaky.
Okay.
The iodized salt is a little bit heavier, and you use a little bit. You have a tendency to use more.
Okay.
You know, so I in the industry, most people we use that the kosher salt. It works out beautiful.
Now, with the kosher salt, is there a concern that if you mix kosher salt and garlic salt together?
Oh no, it's fine. It works.
Okay.
And actually, you don't want to. You said garlic salt. You don't really want to use. I don't use garlic salt because you can't control. You don't know the level of salt that's inside of that. I prefer people to use like a granulated garlic on the market, or some people use garlic powder.
Okay.
But that's for certain things. That's only if you want the whatever your product to use is to kind of marry inside of it.
Okay.
If you want something more of a garlic flavor, you want to go ahead with the granulated garlic.
Okay.
You know, so.
Okay. I had to ask because I use a lot of garlic.
Okay.
Okay.
And of course, I love fresh garlic, but like I said, for certain things, you don't really need fresh garlic.
Okay.
Depends on
Now,
what you're
you
doing.
know, and I notice now, every time we have salmon, the skin is gone.
Yes.
Why do you guys take off the skin?
Because the skin is not very tasty. It's not a desirable taste. It's a nice, nice and rubbery. So it's nothing, that you want to really eat.
So it doesn't hold any protein value or?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, we want. I like to use salmon because it's omega-3. It's very good, very good for your skin, and it has a lot of other vitamins. That's excellent for you.
Okay.
So right here, what I'm doing basically is I'm putting a nice Cajun seasoning on here.
Okay. Now, did you make that Cajun seasoning yourself?
Absolutely. You can make that, but like I said, it's a quick and easy show, so you can buy that in most stores, and it works out pretty good.
Okay, so with the Cajun seasoning, do you blend your own seasonings together, or would you recommend that?
I would recommend for most people to just buy it because it takes, by me being a chef, I normally have, I probably like anywhere from 30 to 40 spices in my cabinets at once, and it's easy for me to go ahead and, do it myself. But for most people, I would suggest them just to buy the Cajun seasoning on the markets, and they're pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All
I'm
right.
just going to let that
So
sit there.
Our viewers, I don't want you to get confused that, I got to make the seasoning myself, so why would I go through that? And I can just put salt and pepper on it and be done. So we don't want them to be confused.
Absolutely not, definitely.
On that level. Now, so how long did you say, does the lid need to be?
No, it's fine. This is fine. Yeah, this is cooking. It's okay.
Okay.
It's fine. It's doing what it's supposed to do.
Okay, so we don't get burnt on the set.
Right, you're fine. That's what I said. You stay over there and let me do
Okay. I'm the potato watcher.
Right. Okay. You're doing a great job.
Okay. Yep. Well, you know what? I tell you what, we're going to go to a break.
Okay.
And ladies and gentlemen, while Darlene is prepping the fish and the potatoes are burning, we want you to enjoy one of our PSAs. We'll be right back.
How do you convince a 14-year-old girl that hair doesn't matter? When the diagnosis is childhood cancer, where can parents turn? CureSearch.org can help. It's run by doctors and scientists whose research has led to an overall cure rate of 78%. You're not as alone as you feel.
And welcome back to the show. For those of you who are just now joining us, we have Chef Darlene Smith of Chef's Corner Executive Catering. Now, Darlene, this smells so good. See, people ought to come in and watch the show. Okay. So this really smells nice, and I can't wait. Okay, now what do you have here? Because this is my favorite fruit, ladies and gentlemen. If you ever want to buy me something, I'm just kidding. Mango. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
So what are you doing with the mango?
I am just cleaning this mango up. I want to get the flesh from it. It's actually really nice, and they're in season right now.
Oh yes.
So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this nice salmon with the mango and pineapple relish. It's nice and light. Traditionally, a lot of people have the salmon and they will have a heavier sauce to it. But it's summertime, we're trying to eat healthier.
Okay.
And so, it's, the mango is in season, so, let's take advantage of it and use it,
Okay.
So what I'm doing, I'm just scoring it. And what I want to do, I just want to, take the meat out of here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a nice little way to do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never even seen it like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Those little squares of a mango.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so ripe. Now, you can use fresh pineapples or you can use the canned variety. But if you use the canned variety, I would suggest to use one that's in a light, natural juices actually.
Okay.
You know, that's
now,
much better.
What about, now some people are allergic to mangoes or certain tropical fruits. What would you suggest?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of different things that you can use for that. You can use kiwi. Okay. You can use pretty much any type of berry. It's really good with salmon. Salmon is one of those friendly fruits that you can, do a lot of things with it. Like I said, right here, I'm just doing.
Salmon is a friendly meat.
Exactly.
It's a friendly fruit.
It's a friendly meat.
Okay.
Salmon, fish that you can use. So it's kind of neutral with a lot of different fruits. Okay. But like I said, it's not of the kiwi you can use, strawberry. That's a nice combination.
I've never heard of strawberries, but I can imagine it's got to be pretty delectable. Yeah, now that salmon is that considered like fried?
No, this is a pan seared, and I'm using extra virgin olive oil in here. Okay. So it's no fat there. It looks, you see the oil in there, but that's the natural juices from the salmon and also from the olive oil, the combination of that. So I'm just going to put the lid back on there, and it takes maybe about, like I said, 10 minutes.
So that's called pan seared.
Pan seared, exactly.
Okay. I gotta try that, because I'm so used to broiling my salmon, and sometimes. I think I put it on top of the stove a couple times and just tried to do something, didn't come out right. Right. But so how much oil did you take? Is it a capful or
It's generally, I go with like about 2 tablespoons.
Okay.
For that amount, for those 2 salmon fillets. Okay. And that works out pretty good. Like I said, you don't need much. You want to make sure the pan is nice and hot when you begin. Okay. And that way it'll have a nice sear. That's the whole point. And then once it's seared on the other side, you see I just flip it over and cover it up. And it takes, like I said, from this point, maybe 5 minutes. You don't want to cook it too much because you don't want dry salmon. That's the worst thing that you can do is have the dry salmon. Right. Right now I'm making the relish for that. So I just want to clean this up a little bit, and
I got my favorite fruit on the table. I can't wait to try it. Yeah. Okay, and I'm doing my best not to stick my finger in the bowl and eat that mango. Okay. I mean, something about mango. I mean, it's only good to me 4 months out of the year, which is like from May to October or 5 months, whatever. Right. And then the flavor of a mango dies down, and it's not that good anymore. Or it's not sweet.
Exactly. Well, it's available year round. Right. But it's just that it's in season. Right. At this particular time. It's generally a 3-month period. Okay. That it's in season, and right now it's really, really ripe. Right. So
I got my case. Okay. Yes. Mine about the case, ladies and gentlemen. Once you start eating mangoes, if you like the fruit, and it's high in fiber too, it's good for you. And once you start eating the fruit, you get so used to it. Why just buy 1 or 2 when you can just buy a whole case?
Exactly. That's true.
Okay. Now, Darlene, I've watched these potatoes, so I'm in charge of potato control. Okay. Okay. So the potatoes are nice and hot.
They're doing fine there, and we're just gonna poke that. Be careful over there. And they're just about ready. Okay,
okay. Because potatoes don't take long at all,
right?
Not at
all, not at all, exactly.
And red skin potatoes really cook faster than just the regular potato.
Well, it's not that. It's just it depends on the way that you cut them. Okay. That's why I decided to cut them a little thinner, so it wouldn't take as long, because, the people are busy nowadays. They're working. They want a nice, healthy meal, but they don't have all day when they get home. They want to eat in like 30 minutes to an hour. Right.
Can you pre-prep this at night or something, and say like you work, like you said, you come home from work, you can pre-prep this at night, come in the house, surprise everybody, and it'll be done in 30 minutes?
You sure can. You can do pretty much where I'm at right now. You can stop at this point. You can do this at night. This takes, like I said, about 10 minutes. Okay. Cook it maybe, I would say 6 minutes. You want a nice sear on there. Okay. Take that out, put it in the refrigerator. Get your relish together, cover it, put that in the refrigerator. Cook your potatoes, and generally what I would do is I would take those and put them on a plate or something, or a sheet tray, and just let them cool down so they'll stop cooking. Okay. And then put that in the refrigerator. Like you said, the next morning when you get off of work, come in and then assemble everything together. Because that's going to be our next step, is assembly. Okay. So, and I just have like the parsley here. It's very important, there's so many different herbs out there. Some people don't know exactly what herbs to use. And so I always tell people to start off with parsley. Okay. Because it's a very, very neutral herb. And it goes with pretty much everything. Okay. Pretty much. Okay. So I'm just going to add that a little bit to this relish here. All right. And we're going to toss that. Now this is going to go over our salmon. Okay. And I'm going to add a little a mango puree to this that I got from a health food store.
Okay.
And it's going to give it a little body to it, and then also I'm going to warm it up, a little bit later, and we're going to put that over our salmon. Okay. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be really, really nice. So we got that there. Let me just rinse my hands here again.
Okay.
Okay.
I can eat it like that, but.
Yeah, I like, you know what, I like it like that, Marsha, too, but I just want a little heat to it.
Okay.
Just want to warm it up just a little bit. And as I said before, you can go with the can or you can go with fresh. It depends on your budget and, what's in season.
All right.
So we're just going to put that here on the side there. All right. And let me see. Let me just check these potatoes again. These are all done.
Okay.
So we can take the lid off of that, put those there. And these are just basically going to be tossed with a little of our house seasoning. And
you need a plate?
Well, we're not at the plating section.
Okay.
We're not at that part yet, Marsha.
All right.
So we're just going to season that lightly, and we're going to add herbs with that too.
Okay.
Okay, you can go with different herbs if you like, but like I said, I'm going to go with parsley. You know what I'm saying? It's very nice. So these are done pretty much, Marsha. So we're going to just leave those there till it's plating time. I'm going to leave the lid off because I don't want them to cook any longer.
All right.
So we'll keep that off. That's done there. Okay, that's ready there. The salmon, let's take a look at that. And that is...
Wow, that looks good. Okay.
Now, in the industry, we normally just go by touch. We can't cut inside of your meat. But this, I would say this is pretty much done. So what I'm going to do with that, I'm going to cut that off.
Okay.
That right there is done. And we're going to come over here. And I want to
the part of the show I like. I don't do anything. Okay.
I'm gonna replace that. I'm gonna put this over here on this counter here. Okay, because that's done there. I just want to warm up this relish a little bit.
Okay.
Just slightly, just to take the chill off of it. And then I'm gonna add, like I said, that mango puree to that. It's all natural.
I've never had warm mangoes, Darlene, but okay.
Like I said, just lightly. We just want to do it lightly. Okay. That's one thing that we do, like in our catering service. We try to do different things. Like you have the traditional, classic salmon.
How much would a meal like this cost, basically?
Well, as far as like for a family,
yeah.
Okay, you can do this meal for under $25 for four.
Okay.
It really may be like $15.
Okay.
So like I said, it depends on if you go with the can or different things. You can vary. Okay. It depends on the herbs and stuff like that. Okay. One of the reasons why I chose parsley is because it's neutral and also it's very economical. Okay. So right. I want to use things like that.
Okay.
So that's that.
Okay. So now what's the lettuce for? I'm looking at lettuce and I'm trying to figure out what the world is lettuce for?
I know, because we're going to make a nice summer avocado salad.
Okay.
Traditionally, we use the avocado in a Mexican blend, Mexican dishes. But we're going to use, I'm going to see, this is just about where I want it to be. And turn it down just a little bit more. Okay. And then, like I said, that's just going to go over the salmon. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, we want to... we're going to use the avocado, and we're going to add make a nice little salsa. It's like, I guess we would call it a salsa for that. So we're just going to demonstrate it. I'm just cleaning this up right here. This is the classic iceberg lettuce. Okay. A lot of people forget about the iceberg lettuce. You have so many bag varieties, which are very convenient.
All right, it's the last lettuce on the list now. We all go to the pre-already set lettuce. But tell you what, let's go to a break, and when Darlene and I come back, I guarantee you half this plate will be ready for me to consume. We'll be right back.
When I'm under, I don't breathe. I'm weightless. My heart races. I'm floating away. And when it's over, all I think about is doing it again.
Michael Swan is under the influence of his volunteer swim coach. By spending time coaching, he helps Michael stay off the street and off drugs. Be a coach, a mentor, a volunteer, because you have something to offer.
And welcome back to the show. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm having a time of my life with the food show because I get to eat. And Executive Chef Darlene Smith is getting close to the finishing of the salmon. And Darlene, tell me what it is that you prepared, because I'm sorry, I'm just eating it.
That's okay. It's a Cajun salmon with the mango pineapple relish.
Okay, Cajun salmon.
Yes, okay. And I just finished right here plating the avocado summer salad, and that's pretty much done. We're just going to finish that up with a nice light Italian dressing. Okay. For that.
So I see we've got our
Right. I have that
bowl
to the
of
side
dressing.
there.
Okay.
And just use your favorite Italian dressing, unless you would like to, you know.
Now this is a very basic salad.
This is a very basic salad. It's very healthy.
Okay.
And as I said before, traditionally people, when they eat avocado, it's most Mexican, they think Spanish or something like that. But I just want to show they're in season as well right now.
Okay.
So you want to be able to, you know, utilize them when they're fresh in season.
I'm not an avocado eater per se, so I noticed I had some before. It doesn't have a flavor to it.
Exactly. It's actually,
Okay.
it's a very bland fruit.
Okay.
They used to call it like an alligator fruit.
Okay.
Because of the skin. The skin is nice, is really nice and rough
Okay.
like an alligator. But it's very nice. It's very bland, which is actually an excellent medium for chefs because you can add different things to it, and and what we call it in industry, marry.
Okay.
It'll come together and merge. You can put all different flavors to it, and it'll
Okay.
be really nice. I put the salmon back on here just to warm it up just a little bit.
Okay.
And we're actually at the stage right now. We're gonna start plating.
Okay.
This right here.
So you need the plate?
Absolutely. Can I have that
This is
plate
my
here?
job. Okay. Okay. Alrighty.
Okay.
This is my favorite job right here. It's the plate, the fork, and the knife.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And like I said, here we have the nice summer avocado salad.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm just gonna put the nice little dressing over here
Okay.
for you.
Now, what about dressing? Does it matter what kind of dressing a person have, or should
Well-
they be, dressing concern? Is it low cal? Is it low cholesterol? What kind of dressing should it be?
Well, I mean, if you want to try to eat smarter, there are so many different varieties out here that are low calorie. So you want to go with those varieties that are low calorie. And like I said, some people have their traditional family. Marsha, could you hand me that spoon over there
Sure.
to the left?
Sure.
Thank you. So we could just plate that up there.
Okay.
Thank you. You can. There's so many different varieties that you can use. I'm gonna leave that there for a second. We're gonna go over here to the potatoes and start plating these right here.
Okay.
up.
You need a spoon for the.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. I knew I was gonna do something.
All right.
Okay.
You're doing a great job.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Those
like
potatoes really look good. And I like the cut. So is the thinner the cut, the better?
absolutely, they're better. It takes, like I said, everybody's busy now. Everybody's doing a corporate lifestyle, and we don't really have time to prepare a lot of things that just take like I call like a Thanksgiving menu or whatever.
Wow,
so
that looks good.
Yeah, so this right here, like I said, this is something refreshing. It's light. I'm gonna put this over here. Like I said, it's slightly warm, and it's a nice balance because you have the spiciness of the Cajun,
Okay.
and then you have the mango salsa, which is really nice.
That
there.
looks great.
Okay.
I can't wait. Okay, I'm listening, darling. I'm
okay,
listening.
that's fine.
Okay.
And we're pretty much here. I'm just gonna finish it off with a nice our dessert, which is
Okay.
really light. I've always was taught because I worked as a pastry chef for so long that a meal is not complete until you have a dessert.
That's right.
That caps it off, and so I believe that, So what I have here is, it's a nice light angel hair. It's in the form of a pound cake form, but it's actual angel hair, raspberry.
Did you bake that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right.
And
Okay.
But for people that don't bake, you can find something nice and light. Like I said, angel food cake is excellent.
Okay.
But with this right here, I just had a nice fresh fruit. Like I said, fresh fruit is like really in season. And what we're gonna do here, I'm just gonna add something different with that. You can do a couple different things with here. You can what they call macerate, which is actually adding sugar to this blend. And if I would let it set for 10 minutes or so, it'll make its own natural juices.
Okay.
But you're adding sugar. So
Right.
we don't want to do that.
Right.
So I'm gonna go with the same mango puree that I used for that
Okay.
there.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna lightly toss that. You can add a sorbet to this. You
Okay.
can add whipped cream. But like I said, we're trying to eat healthier, so we want to kind of get away from that. So here we just want to add a nice fruit over there. You know what I'm saying? And that is beautiful. You have your antioxidants in there. You have your vitamin C, your
That is
strawberries and your
nice.
blueberries. And that's it. This is a meal right here. You can eat that. They won't take very long at all. You
Okay,
can probably eat that for under 1,100 calories.
1,100 calories?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Probably.
did you see on the cover, I don't know what magazine it is, but Janet Jackson had her body back? and-
Oh, she looks fabulous.
Okay, so if I eat a meal like this, will I?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
just do a little running, you know what I'm saying? Get out and walk. Walking
Okay.
is good.
Okay.
I love to run myself, but walking is excellent, you know. But like I said, something like this, you can prepare that for under 25 minutes, you know.
Okay, now, you know, I gotta say, it wouldn't be right if I didn't sample it, so.
Oh, definitely.
Where would you
please.
like for me to start?
Okay, well, I want you to start here with this nice salad, nice and
Okay.
crisp.
Okay.
Avocado, you like avocado, Marsha?
No, I'm not
Let me move this
familiar.
out your way.
Okay, I'm not familiar with avocado, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to try
Okay.
avocado. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm going to try a little avocado, a little carrot here, and some lettuce because I know what tomatoes and onions are.
Right.
Okay, so let me get a piece of lettuce here
Okay.
with some sauce on it.
Yeah, I think you'll love that. Nice and refreshing.
nice.
It's nice and sweet. And like you said, normally the
nice.
avocado was bland, but the flavors from the Italian seasoning, the Italian dressing gave it a nice flavor.
That was nice.
You know, because the Italian dressing has a lot of the traditional Italian seasonings in that.
Okay.
You know, so that's really good
Try that
there.
again. I gotta try that again, Darlene.
Okay. Okay. You going back?
Okay, so obviously, ladies and gentlemen, you see me do something twice. It's on. Okay.
Okay. So that's good. I'm glad you enjoy that.
That's nice.
I'm sure the viewers would love that as well. Yeah.
That's really nice.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to put this over to the side here, and I want you to try this salmon with the mango relish.
Okay.
I think that's very nice.
Couldn't wait to do this one. Okay. Oh, let me put the plate
And
down.
like I said, you know, salmon doesn't take long at all to cook. So, you know, about 10 minutes, and you're fine. You'll find that it's a little spicy, but not much, you know.
It looks good though.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't gotten to it yet, but it looks so good.
Okay.
It would make me want to try it.
Okay, great. And like I said, we try to do things that are nice and light and easy. Okay.
Okay. I'm
like
rocking.
that?
I'm rocking.
Okay. Hope that's a good thing.
It is. It is.
Great. Great.
All right.
Glad you enjoyed it.
And I'm going to enjoy this off camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try it with your with mango. It's excellent.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so this was mango, pineapples, puree.
Right, the natural mango puree, but you don't have to. Like I said, I just like to use natural things. I shop a lot at different natural supermarkets and look for different things that are economical. That was a very economical puree to use, and it didn't have any added sugar. It was all natural.
Okay.
And just to kind of moisten it. You know, sometimes we're accustomed to eating things that are moist, and I'm like, I don't have a problem with that, as long as you know, it's natural. You know, because I'm trying to have
Potatoes are light.
very light. Exactly.
Very light, very light.
Right.
Okay, now, you know, I'm gonna give you guys some. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me say this now. Darlene is new to our program, so if you're looking for a recipe, don't hesitate. It'll be on the website, okay? Or you can call us here and just ask us for the information, and we'll refer you over to Chef's Corner Executive Catering, okay? So I'm going to try this again, then I'm going to scoop over to the dessert, and we're going to wrap.
All right, that sounds great.
Okay.
That sounds really good. Let me move that out your way.
Don't take it far.
Okay, we'll put that right there.
No.
And, yeah.
This is, do we get a good shot of this? Because this is so pretty. This is so pretty. And when I say pretty, you know, women always say things are pretty.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Now, you know what, Marsha? I want you to try it from over here because I want you to get all of that nice flavor there.
She even got it pinpoint where she want me to try it. Okay.
And make sure you try a little bit of everything.
Okay, I'm going to get a girl.
I would not. Strawberries and the blueberries.
I would not pass up the opportunity for a strawberry and a blueberry.
Right.
Okay.
And I said, like I said, we don't need any whipped cream because we're trying to retrain ourselves. We're so traditionally, like when we have shortcakes, we always want whipped cream and ice cream. We don't have to have that. That's refreshing.
I'm trained.
It's light, you know, and we have to, like I said, everybody, you know, we have to start living, you know, if you want to live longer, start eating healthier. You know, even as a chef, you know, I've learned how to make everything, you know, a lot of things were very heavy. And so as I've been in the industry for 17 years, and I've learned how to take traditional things and make them lighter.
Well, I
So
tell
that's
you what,
where I'm at.
you won us over today, and I really appreciate you having come to see us, and we hope to have you back.
My pleasure.
Okay.
My pleasure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I can't take it any longer. We got to close off the set so I can eat because this meal is the bomb. Okay, so I'm your host, Marsha Florence, Just Ask. If you have a question, a show idea, or would like to come in to our studio and see how a show is made, give us a call, 248-988-0250. Check out the website, justasktalkshow.org. Any of our chefs or past guests you want to see, please drop us a line and let us know what station you see us on. If it's Comcast, Detroit, Southfield, if it's Wide Open West, Bright House, and all the rest of those guys, okay? I'm your host, Marsha Florence. What do I always say? If you know someone with a disability, don't be afraid to ask. And if you have a general question, you may ask that too. I'm your host. Thank you.